Hey guys, UC here, and hi from my daughter. You must have seen her, right? She's grown up now since the time we started recording these videos from over a year ago. Uh, Now she blabs too. So, anyways, I received the code for the UC Max, and I'm wanted to play that one and show you where it's taking trades and all that stuff. But just keep in mind that it's not flexible, as in where you want the trade to be taken, what distance you want between the EMAs, things like that, right? So it does not provide that sort of flexibility. I got this one created from the perspective of keeping it simple. So the only options you will get as a user would be the number of trades and the trade type, right? So you can so based on which combination you choose for the two things, right, and what kind of date is, it can definitely have different results. But I wanted to pick a date. So for example, here's the NQ chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart, right? Here's the daily view. So February 27th, right, this bar right here was a pretty choppy range bound day, right? So let's run this strategy, run this bot, the UC Max on for November 27th. February 27th, and we will run it from like the midnight till the US market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern, right? And what we will do is we will run it for the 4 different scenarios, right? More, if you wanted more trades and you wanted the trade type to be aggressive, right? What would your P&L would be? What was the high? What was the drawdown? And if you do the same thing with more number of trades, but you want the trade type to be less aggressive, and the day was choppy, right, which was February 27th, and then we'll look for a trendy day as well, and then do the same exercise, just so that you can know what to expect, right? Where is its strength, right? And what sort of things that it avoids, right? So let's do that. I'm gonna move that away. And right now, I believe the settings are more for number of trades, and trade type is aggressive. Okay, so let's enable that thing, and I'll run it on, let's say, 500, and let's play it, right? So it's a 150 tick chart. Okay, and it's midnight, right? So 27th Feb. Let's
order filled.
And of course, everything will also depend on your template as well, your order management template, right? So right now I am using one contract and 10 points profit and 15 point stop loss, right? And of course, if you are using multiple contracts, you can tier them up, you can target them for different levels and different targets, but again, we just wanted to keep it simple and see how it goes. So right now we're doing more number of trades and aggressive trade type, right?
Order filled. Stop filled.
So for the most part, this actually, I'll talk about that later.
Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Let me pause this for a sec. I just want to go and drop her off.
Filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order stop filled. Order filled. Order stop filled. Order 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 stop filled.
So we'll stop it at 4 p.m. Okay, and then evaluate. I'm just going to record the data. Okay. All right, so here we are. So let's go take a look at the performance. So, you know, it was a choppy day, right? So the drawdown we saw was negative 1305 with one contract. The highest we went was $45 plus 45, and we closed at minus 259. Okay, again, it's just, you know, you could have different results based on your ATM template, and you know, since it publishes these trades on, like, you know, the blue ones are the long and the purple ones are the short. And one thing I've observed is that if the trade has to work, it usually, for the most time, the one that works, it works right away. So you can actually keep your stop loss, you know, does not have to keep the stop loss at 15. You can even trail it. I'm not trailing it, right? So maybe if I use a different template, for example, right, this one works, it works right away, right? These ones are all right, but if it does not work, why give it 15 points, right? Look at this one. If it works right away. This one, right away. This one, right away. This one did not work right away, so why give it 15 points? Just, you know, take the stop loss quickly. So those kind of things, right? I haven't really got a chance to play around with it and tweak the template based on this stuff, but we can do that, right? And that can definitely help. All right, so right now it was aggressive more. So now let's change it to run less aggressive. And let's reset this thing. Back. So now we're doing more trades, but less aggressive this time. Okay. All right. Let's run this thing. So you can see it's not taking that many trades, right? It's only looking for an ideal scenario.
Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order stop filled.
Okay, we never saw a positive in that one, so that's fine.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order
Sure,
filled.
if I tweak the template based on how I was talking about keeping the stop loss really
Order
tight,
filled.
you know, I think we can improve the results. But for
Order
now, we'll
filled.
just let it go. So right now it's more, right?
Order
More
filled.
number of trades and less aggressive.
Order filled. Order filled.
So this was a choppy day yesterday. So almost 4 o'clock. Okay, so the trade performance, right? Let's take a look at that. So we ended the day at 7:15, right? The high of the day was also 7:15. Okay, that's good. And the drawdown we saw was, 263, minus 263. So here we are right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So now this time we're gonna do, we want less trades, but we want to be aggressive. Okay, so let's do that. Let's minimize this thing, disable, change that. Take it all the way back, and let's run this puppy again. So now it's less trades,
Order filled.
but aggressive trade type. Let's see.
Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
And again, I'm running this thing
Order
from the
filled.
perspective
Stop
of
filled.
being totally hands-free, right? After a while, you will get to sort of feel when it works nicely based on the settings you choose and what market conditions. So that can definitely add more to your probability after having, you know, enough screen time. Okay, so less trades and aggressive, keeping it up, not really giving us that many trades.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
And of course, I'm just running it, I'm just, you know, kind of doing it from the perspective of showing you, but of course you can stop whenever you want. And
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
so it's almost 4 o'clock. Okay, so let's check out the performance. So the drawdown was minus 350. We closed at the high, which was 1107, and we also closed, that was the high as well. So here we are right now. Okay, all right, and now let's go to the last setting, which is less aggressive and less number of trades, right? So it's like a very conservative setting. Okay, let's run this thing now again. So you can see it gets selected right here on the top left corner of the chart screen. It says non-aggressive and less, right? That's just something that got selected because those are the only options you will have other than the P&L shut off or time if you want to run it during a specific time only, right? I'm just running it overnight and just kind of want to see how it looks.
Order filled. Stop filled.
And then what we can do is we can choose a trendy day as well and do the similar exercise and see which combination out of the 4 give us the most points, right? So, and then we can have some knowledge that, hey, if we identify a day as a trending day, of course you don't have to, but if you have that knowledge and you can look it up, and then it makes sense to go with that sort of setting rather than trying to keep it conservative. Okay, so anyways, but this is an example for a really choppy day. So right now we're in a most conservative setting, right? Less aggressive, less number of trades. So that's why I think it's not really taking that many trades, because it restricts the criteria. And
Order fit stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
there was your mini trend. And what I did make a little bit of effort was that, you know how in the EMA bot, whenever you would have a turn of the price action, right? You know, if it was trending up and then now it's sort of, you know, making a plateau and then, you know, trying to come back down. So it won't take the long trade during that time. Okay, we're done. So where did we end? So we ended the day at 649, which is also the high of that day, right? And the drawdown we saw was minus 330. So here is here we are. So on choppy day, right? This combination did not really work well. You can see the drawdown was heavy too. In the remaining combinations, drawdown was not that much, and we closed the day nicely towards the high of the day, right? So this was for February 27th, as that was a really choppy day. Now let's find out if we have a trend. Okay, and let me bring the TOS chart. So I think the trendy day can be, let's pick one, I don't know, February 7th, right? This one right here can be looking at like a nice trendy day where we have a trend bar, right? Open towards the low end of its range and closed at the top end. Like, you know, both the top and the bottom wicks are very small, so a nice trendy day. So let's run on Feb 7th. Okay, let's go all the way back. So we're gonna run it on more number of trades and aggressive setting, right? Just so that we can have, all right, starting from midnight.
Order filled.
Oh, come on. Should I go?
Stop filled.
That was crazy. So let's see if
Order
we can get
filled.
it.
Stop filled.
1 second, guys. Be right
Order
back.
filled. Stop. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop. Order. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, I just paused for a second. I just wanted to review the trades, right? So we are on the most aggressive settings. So the trades that work, right, they work right away. So yes, we really need to tweak the template so that we can capture more of these points and not just come out after 10 points, right? Some of these really work nicely in a running market.
Order filled. Order stop filled. Order stop filled. Order filled. Order stop filled. Order fit stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order fit stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
See, some of these you can even trail as well.
Stop filled.
So, but anyways.
Order filled.
So almost there.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Okay, let's just close
Order
this
filled.
one. So we ended the day pretty much negative, right? 7th. There you go. So we close the day at negative 18.25. 25, and the saw plus 220 as the high. Not good. And the drawdown was, I think, where we almost closed the day. Okay, let's run it for the other setting. So this one is with the more number of trades, but with less aggressive setting. Okay, I like this setting. We'll see.
Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Or stop filled. Order filled. Order stop filled. Order stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Or stop filled. Order stop. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
Not a huge drawdown
Order
as we
filled.
saw
Order
with
filled.
the previous
Stop filled.
setting, right?
Order filled.
So that's good.
Stop filled.
It's almost 4.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay. So we close the day at negative 1300. The high was 674 minus 1300 was the highest drawdown where we closed the day as well. Okay, let's go back. So the setting this time is less number of trades with aggressive trade type. Okay.
Order filled.
Less number of trades and aggressive type.
Stop
All right.
filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order fit. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Looks like we need a reverse button for this one too.
Order stop filled.
Okay. Keeping me positive.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay. So we closed the day pretty much. So that was the high of the day, right? 1045. But we closed the day at 308, and the drawdown was minus 304. Not bad. Now let's go to the conservative setting. where we don't want more trades, and trade type is also non-aggressive. Okay, so let's enable that and let's run the show. Now this is like the most conservative one, right? Less number of trades and non-aggressive. And you will notice the way I've programmed it or coded is that, you know, when you know how in EMA, when the EMAs are converging back to reset, you still end up getting one trade, right? Because it still considers that it's only a pullback. But I've tried to minimize those kind of trades in the UC Max spot, right? So you will notice that when it's turning back down, it will not consider it a pullback when the non-aggressive setting is selected. Okay. All right.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order stop filled.
Okay, it's almost 4. Stop that. Okay, so we ended the day at 5:45, right? The high was 9:58 and the drawdown was -108. Okay, I'll bring the sheet right here. So we took an example of a choppy day and ran all 4 combinations, and then we took an example of a trend day and ran all 4 combinations. And if I look at it from the perspective of drawdown and where we close the day and all that, so I think this less number of trades with the non-aggressive setting, at least in these 2 examples, have performed the best, right? Because I am fine with less profit, right? Overall speaking, I just don't want that big of a drawdown, because that's what brings the emotions. That's what brings the FOMO. That's what brings, you know, the feeling of you to just sort of, you know, do something crazy and just leave it, and then just, you know, the next thing you know, it just goes against you and the whole account blows out, right? So what I have seen in my experience based on the trading is that I mean, if you have to do it for a lifetime, you have to have some sort of strategy to work with, right? Otherwise, sooner or later, you will do something emotional, something that's you know, not really a trade of a disciplined trader. So, and you will have nobody to blame but yourself. So I would say, you know, this less aggressive setting with, you know, both days did well, and definitely it's worth a test on more, you know, slightly more number of days. And but just wanted to share with you what these different combinations can do and not do for you. Okay, hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.